Welcome to week 8. But before we go into what we're going to talk about this week, we're going to look back at where we've been. You've been introduced to your little friends that have been living on humans and in humans since we can remember, and beyond that even. And we've talked about what they do for you, how they can be opportunistic pathogens, but they're not as bad as the really bad guys. And we've talked about antibiotics. Now, antibiotics were a part of microbiology from the beginning, simply because we've been worried about pathogens which cause a lot of human suffering, and antibiotics have helped prevent human suffering. But of course, you got to use things in moderation. So now we're going to continue on. Now that we have this foundation in our microbiome, we're going to start talking about how we get it in more depth. We're going to talk about how to preserve it in more depth. We're going to talk about what they do for us. So that's what we're looking forward to. Now, for this week, we're going to tie into what we talked about last week, which is your microbiome and food. And how we preserve it is what we're going to talk about this week. So this week, we're going to be talking a bit about cold preservation. We're going to be talking somewhat about drying and salting. I may mention smoking, but But we're also going to be talking about fermentation, which is where our lactobacilli really shine. They produce acids that preserve our food and make it tasty, and they're good for us. So have fun with what we're talking about this week, and let's talk about fermentation.